This is going to be another brilliant message for the chosen ones. And I'm going to break down and explain exactly the best thing that could ever happen to you. Like the best thing. And if you're a chosen one, you will understand that this is true. If you're not, I don't know what else to say. But the single best thing that could ever happen to you, believe it or not, is not getting what you want. Because if you're always the person that just gets what they want all the time, effortlessly, now eventually you might get what you want because you put in the work, you put in the grind, you put in the time. But if you effortlessly just got what you want in life, it's not going to be good. It's not. Because fast success builds what? Ego. Slow success builds character. It's a character building process. It's a humbling experience going from the bottom up. And there's a lot of people today just kind of hovering around the middle-ish area. They're not all the way down, they're not all the way up. They're just kind of right in the middle, right? If you're a chosen one, that's not going to be good enough for you. It's not. I'm going to tell you the best thing that you could do in this position is to put yourself down at the bottom, which means you're taking steps backwards so you can take more steps forwards. Because people that are kind of in the middle, they did certain things to get in the middle, but it's blocking their way to get to the top. Because God is not going to let you get to the top easy. You have to come all the way back down and take the right steps around the middle to the top, instead of just kind of going up to the middle quite easily because you did easy things to get there. It's not going to work. There's steps you have to take from the bottom up that might not look so cool, might not look so hot, but that's the whole process. So it's a character building season for the chosen ones. You must do it. You must believe in yourself. You must go through those times. Not getting what you want in the process of all this is the best thing that could ever happen to you. The best thing. Because a lot of other people, they kind of get what they want here and there and la-di-da-di-da. But they can't get to the top. They can't get to higher levels. Because they're not willing to get uncomfortable like you probably are. They're not willing to do it. They're not willing to take the steps back. So getting what you want can kind of satisfy you enough to not go out and get more. So if you're the type of person that doesn't get what they want right away, you will get what you want eventually. But the whole point is not getting what you want right away is the whole thing here. Because when you do, like I said, you're not going to be hungry enough to get the full pie. You just get a piece here and there. You want the full pie, don't you? Who doesn't? Anybody who says otherwise is fucking lying and knows internally that they can't get the full pie. You want the full pie. I want the full pie. Everybody wants the full pie. You just want to get a piece here and there. Here you go, bitch. Here you go, bitch. You can get this when every now and then you can get a little piece. Meanwhile, buddy's over there with a full pie whenever he wants it. Because he worked for it. He could eat the whole damn pie and not get fat. You could eat a piece here and there and you're fat. Because you don't work that off. You just think you can just get whatever. No. whenever I was younger, and I guarantee you there's other people that had the same mentality as me at this time, you know, things came quite easy to me. I was a person at one point in time where I was kind of hovering right around the middle-ish area and could not really transcend to the top because I had things in my life that kind of satisfied me. A good-looking girl, some money, the friends, this and that and this. But deep down inside, I knew I didn't have the real prize. Deep down, I knew I was not at my potential. I was not at my peak. So having those things will kind of keep you there because you got enough. You got enough to not put in that work to get to the top. But let's look at it like this: when you lose these things, that's the motivating factor. You need to hit rock bottom to get to the top almost. If you ask anybody who's at the top, they'll probably tell you they were at the bottom before. It's not because you're not talented. It's not because you suck. It's God's plan. He wants to put you in these positions so you can take the necessary steps to get to the top. So that's why it's so important for the chosen ones to not get what they want short term so they can get what they want long term. Because getting what you want short term is going to keep you satisfied, and satisfaction is the death of you. Meaning, you're not going to have what it takes inside of you. You're not going to have that hunger. You're not going to have that drive to keep going to higher heights. You're going to stop. You're going to be complacent. You're going to feel satisfied, right? You almost have to be an angry motherfucker, bro. You have to have some sort of chip on your shoulder. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to not like your position. You have to not like your life pretty much. You have to like this could be way better. I can make things way better, so why not? And go out there like a dog and get what you want. That's what it takes. You're either going to do it or you're not. That's what it takes. I could have took the easy way out. I could have settled for less. I still could have got good things. Could have got a good girl. Could have got some pretty good money. But pretty good this, pretty good that is not good enough for me. I want great everything. So, if you take kind of what you can get right now, instead of struggling, instead of putting up the good fight for the better things, you will be left more average than average. And if that's what you want, that's what you want. But there's a reason for every season. There's a reason why you don't have what you want right now. And you got to work for it. And even when it comes, act and pretend as if you don't even have the blessings. You best believe more is going to come. Keep that same drive. Keep that same hunger. Get used to it. That is what is going to build your character. Not getting a few blessings here and there and showboating, oh, I got it made and all this. No, you never have it made. You can do anything you want. You never have it made. You can't have that mentality. There's no such thing as having it made. I don't think I ever want to be satisfied. I don't think I ever want to feel that feeling of being satisfied and getting weak. I want to be strong. I want to work hard. I want to stay motivated, stay driven, stay powerful, stay dangerous. That's how I want to stay for a long, long time. A long time. It is fulfilling. That's how more comes. It's a whole process out there, bro. It is a whole process out there. And you got to be willing to go through it. I'm making it sound brutal, which at times it can be brutal. But it gets better as you keep going on. You get a little taste of this, you get a little taste of that, and you might celebrate for a second, you might enjoy yourself for a second, and you keep going. You want that taste. You want that taste. You want that goal. You want to reach that goal. You set that goal. You're going towards that goal like a man or woman possessed. That's what it is. I don't care where you're at in life. I don't care what's going on. Your fiance could have just divorced you, broke up with you, whatever. Someone in your family could have died. I don't know what's going on, but you gotta let certain situations motivate you, bro. You gotta let it kind of piss you off. Keep that inside. Keep that energy inside. And use that as fuel to something good. Use all that, whatever you have inside that makes you feel some type of way. Use that energy into something good. Don't be a fool. Don't be an idiot. Use your energy wisely. Not getting what you want is the best damn thing that will ever happen to you. Ever. It's hard to wake up every day and put in that grind when you're sleeping in silk sheets. We ain't sleeping in no silk sheets. We might not be sleeping bad, but we're not sleeping in no damn silk sheets. We're not eating no weak diets. That's making us brittle. We don't eat no Cheetos. We're no Cheeto eating dorks over here. We eat raw cut meats. Yeah, that's what we do. We're built for battle. We're built for the struggle, bro. That's what we're built for. We're built to do more. We're built to last. We got that bedroom cardio all night long, dog. 10 rounds in the bedroom, no problem. Giddy up. It's shit like this, you know. And I'm joking about that, but you gotta let something, I don't care what it is, you gotta let something motivate you. That's the key. You got to let something motivate you. I take experiences from the past when I have no intention of even thinking about certain things. I'll trick my own mind into letting something motivate me every single day. Tricking my own damn mind into motivating me. Thinking of something that pisses me off. Whatever you have to do. Because some happy man out there in the world that's just whatever is not hungry. He's happy, he's smiling, he's content. Whatever's going on. Guess what? Pissed off men move mountains. I work myself up, bro. I'm really not a pissed off guy in general. It can be very nice, but like just during the days, I fire myself up. I don't know if I want to call it pissed off, but it's like I fire myself up to the point where people that I come across in real life might actually think I'm pissed or something happened, and I'm like, but that's just the fire that I bring out of myself, if that makes sense. I hype myself up. I am my own hype man. I don't need a cheerleading squad. I don't need a squad of people to come behind me in the gym and try to motivate me to lift a weight. I don't need to hold hands with nobody to enter the gym, to put in work. I'm in my zone when I enter the gym. I do my work. I already know in my head. I don't need to write nothing down. I don't need no programs because everything, this is the program. This is the program. Whenever I first started, I did have these little workouts on pieces of paper and stuff like this. I gotta do this, and this. And I gotta do all these things this many times. Everything is programmed in here now. I don't need to look at nothing. I walk in there with headphones and I'm a man possessed. I'm in my zone, I'm in my element. So, it's things like this, bro. A lot of people don't understand the level we may be on in life. Chosen ones tend to get overlooked because we're quiet and we go around doing what we do. We're really on a different level than people can even comprehend. Some people might know, some people might see our potential, some people might see our greatness, but a lot of people's going to overlook that. And that's their problem. They also overvalue themselves and think they're better than they actually are. So they're overlooking their own self. They're overlooking you. They're not on. They're not in reality. These people think what they want to think to make themselves feel better, to make themselves feel a certain way, which is not reality. Being real with yourself, being real with everything, your situation, your life, everything is reality. A lot of people cannot stand that. But guess what? You'll have no problem accepting reality when you come a boss-ass motherfucker, bro. You'll have no problem. No problem. And everything else around you that is just not keeping it 100 all the time is just a meme to you. A joke, in other words. Not on your level. Just not. And you continue to keep yourself grounded, doing the work. You're not all high and mighty, oh, I did this, I did that. It don't matter. Every day's a new day. There's a long ways to go. We don't care what we've done, because there's a long way to go. Yeah. I may have achieved a lot, if you look back, if I look back. What's the point of looking back when there's so much in front of us right here? When there's so much more to gain right here? To make things right here, right now. Today, and the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next week, and the next month, and the next year, and the next 5 years, and 10, and 20. You hear me? That's my shit. So, it don't matter. When we're 60, 70 years old or something, we can look back at the good times when we have time to sit around a little bit. Then we can talk. Man, when I'm looking back, look at all the work I've done and all that. I was a crazy motherfucker then. Don't you want to look back and be able to say that? Don't you want your kids to be able to look back and think of you in that way? I think so. I think everybody would say yes. But unfortunately, not everybody's going to get to that point. But if you're chosen, you will. I can promise you that. And if you're chosen, once again, the best thing that can ever happen to you is not getting what you want so quick, so fast, so easy. Although, if you are chosen, eventually you will get what you want. And by the time that happens, you're going to be so strong mentally that it's not going to satisfy you, and you're going to be hungry for more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And this is just the way it goes. I told myself certain things whenever I had next to nothing. I told myself, if I hit this mark and I do this and I get this, I'll be happy. And yeah, I was happy. But I had so much work to get to that point. It was just like, when it happened, it wasn't much. Like, by that point, because I felt like, I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised. I feel I deserve this a million times more. And that's the feeling. Because you work so hard to get to that point, and then when you get it, it feels more than deserved. Hell, I deserve more than this. And then you get more, and you get more, and you get more and more and more and more and more. But if you get lackadaisy and all of a sudden you get it and you're like, yeah, I did it. And you sleep on a win, you'll wake up with a fucking loss. So keep that same mentality as if nothing not even happened, guys. That's the best advice I can give you guys. The best piece of advice. There's no such thing as achieving it all and doing it all. And you might climb a mountain, but there's going to be another mountain. You might win a UFC championship belt, but guess what? What after that? Life doesn't end when you do it. I'm just using that as an example. Probably nobody here is going to win a UFC championship belt. In fact, I would almost guarantee it. But that's just an example, right? Life don't end when you achieve something. When you make a certain amount of money, life don't end. When you build your new house, life don't end. It doesn't stop. You should let those things even motivate you more. Get hungrier. And that's the type of shit that you gotta know. So, let's do it.